Focusing on one time frame didn't work out for me because I was using one time frame for analysis, which gave me setups that were against the overall market trend. I was caught in the noise, which led to inconsistent results. But when I shifted my focus to using multiple time frames, I started seeing the bigger picture, which helped me avoid trading against the overall market direction and gave me confidence when I took any entry in the lower time frame. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how mastering top-down analysis can change the way you trade. I'm going to break down everything you need to know about top-down analysis, the different time frames, and how you can use them to cement your trading strategy. Anyways, my name is Z, and I've been trading Forex for about 4 years now. And one thing I realized when I started trading is that many trading concepts are explained in a very complicated way, which makes it harder for beginners to truly understand the market. So my goal is to break down complex trading terms and strategies into simple, easy-to-understand explanations, like I wish someone had taught me when I first started trading. So by the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to properly use top-down analysis. This is not financial advice, it's just for educational purposes. So without much talk, let's get started. Top-down analysis is a strategic approach used to analyze the market by starting with a bigger view and gradually focusing on specific trade opportunities. To put it stupidly simply, top-down analysis is literally what the name is, from the top to the bottom. You start from the top to analyze and walk your way down. Top-down analysis is a strategy that helps traders to avoid getting distracted by the day-to-day fluctuations in the market. The markets can be noisy, especially on smaller time frames, with price movements that are driven by fleeting news events or short-term emotions or sentiment. Top-down analysis helps traders maintain the broader picture of market trends, preventing them from reacting to every little price change by keeping the bigger picture in mind. Top-down analysis can help traders make better decisions and avoid overreacting to short-term volatility. Once you have identified your overall market direction, whatever is happening on the lower time frame shouldn't bother you. As long as the higher time frame has given you the direction, whatever the lower time frame has going doesn't count. Higher time frames like monthly, weekly, or daily show long-term trends of price actions, which are more reliable. The higher time frames are way much stronger. It took a whole month to create one candlestick on the monthly, 7 frickin' days to create one candlestick on the weekly, and 24 hours to create one single candlestick on the daily. The higher time frame candle is stronger than a candlestick that is created every 15 or 5 minutes. If you spot a potential trend on a lower time frame, you have to check if it aligns with the trend on a higher time frame. If we're going bullish, you want to see the monthly, weekly, daily, and the hourly time frame pointing in the same direction. Having the higher time frame in sync creates a high probability setup. If the monthly and daily are bullish, but the weekly is bearish, it's already a low probability setup. You can still carry out your analysis, but have it in mind that it is a low probability setup. If the weekly and daily are bullish, but the 4-hour is bearish, you can maybe wait for the 4-hour time frame to come into alignment with the weekly and daily time frames, or, better still, look for another pair to trade. Top-down analysis is very important no matter the strategy that you trade. It doesn't matter if you are a scalper, day trader, intraday trader, swing trader, or even institutional trader. Adding the concept of multiple time frame analysis with your strategy will help you as a trader to know the overall trend of the market, if the market is trending upwards or downwards, and where you will join the trend. Because the market is trending doesn't mean you have to join blindly, and lastly, to get an entry signal. If you were fixated on only one time frame, you wouldn't get all of this information, and you'd keep getting stopped out without knowing why. Some traders often ask, what is the best time frame to trade? To be honest with you guys, there is no single best time frame. Every time frame has its own work. That is why top-down analysis is very important, because it helps you make use of multiple time frames. There is something called time frame relevancy. You can't go from the weekly time frame to the 30 minutes or from the 4-hour to the 15 minutes.
There's a huge gap between these time frames. You can see a bullish trend on the weekly, and the 15-minute time frame can be bearish, so it makes no logical sense to put these two time frames together. There is a process to go about it so they can closely align with each other, like from the weekly to the daily, from the daily to the 4-hour, and from the 4-hour to the 1-hour. So you need the time frames to correlate with each other by following the time frame pairing rule, regardless of the type of trader you are. For you to know how to pair time frames, you need to first know the type of trader that you are. Position traders are long-term traders who hold trades from weeks to months or even years. Swing traders are medium-term traders who hold trades usually for a few days or even weeks. Day trader or intraday trader means same thing, by the way. These type of traders are short-term traders because they enter and close their trade within same day. Being a day trader doesn't mean you have to trade every day. Some day traders can stay a whole week without seeing a single setup. The market can be like that most times, and that's fine. You don't force a trade. You allow the trade opportunity to present itself to you. Then we have the scalpers. This type of trader is an extremely short-term trader. They enter and exit the market within a very short period of time, like in an hour or even minutes. Position traders' time frame is the monthly, daily, and 1 hour. Swing traders' time frames are weekly, 4-hour, and 30-minute. Day traders' time frames are the daily, 1 hour, and 15 minutes. Scalp traders' time frames are the 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 5 minutes. Time frame pairing doesn't necessarily mean that, for example, a day trader will go from the daily to the 1 hour and then 15 minutes. Time frame pairing is for you to avoid analysis paralysis. Time frame pairing is for you to know that you don't go to all the time frames and start analyzing and plotting on every level you see. You'll have analysis paralysis and end up confusing yourself. Now, for a day trader, your big boy time frame is the daily. The next time frame should logically be the 1 hour, right? But before you go over to the 1 hour, you have to check if the 4 hour is in alignment with the big boy time frame. Like I said previously, for you to have a high probability trade setup, at least 3 time frames should be in sync. 2 time frames is good, but 3 is better. Now, when you go to the daily time frame, you have just 2 jobs there. 1 is to identify the market direction, and 2 is to identify anywhere the market touched and reversed from there. These places are your support and resistance. Why we mark these levels is because the higher time frame support and resistance are so powerful that if the price touches them, it might likely reverse from there. The next thing is not to jump to the 1 hour. The reasonable thing to do is to check out the next time frame, which is the 4 hour, and check if the trend happening there is in alignment with the big boy time frame. If you spot any support and resistance in that time frame, you can still mark them, but ideally with a different color. Then head over to your 1 hour time frame. Now that you have identified the market trend, you need to find a very sweet spot to join the trend. That is what you do on this time frame, marking out the levels where you'll join the trend. Marking out these levels is highly dependent on your trading strategy, but personally, this is where I look for my demand zones if it is an uptrend, and supply zones if it is a downtrend. Remember that the 1 hour is a medium time frame for day traders, but some day traders use the 4 hour as their medium time frame and go over to the 1 hour to redefine it. Remember that I said at least 3 time frames should be in sync. There's a little tweak you can do. If the daily and 4 hour time frames are in sync, but the 1 hour is not in sync, just go to 1 time frame higher for the day traders, that would be the weekly time frame, and observe the trend going on there. If it's in sync with the 2 you have already established, that is, the daily and the 4 hour, then there you have it, 3 time frames in sync. All you have to do is plot your levels on your medium time frame and do the waiting game. Now you sit on your hands and do nothing until the price taps into your level. Then you scale down to the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes, and wait for your entry signal. Once you have identified the trend with the higher time frame, whatever is happening on the lower time frame shouldn't bother you no matter how tempting it is. If the higher time frame is bullish and the lower time frame is bearish with a healthy-looking break of structure, I don't know if you know, but price is fractal, meaning anything that happens in the higher time frame also happens in the lower time frame. So if the lower time frame is bearish, it is just a matter of time before it will come into alignment with the higher time frame. So let me recap. The higher time frame is to identify the market bias or direction and mark out strong support and resistance. The medium time frame is for marking out key levels according to the strategy you use. The lower time frame is for entry. This is literally top-down analysis from the top, which is the higher time frame, to the bottom, which is the lower time frame, hence the name top-down analysis. There is something I'd like you to keep in mind, though I have said it before, but I'll say it again so it will sink in. Top-down analysis usually involves pairing of 3 time frames. For example, a day trader's top-down analysis should look like this: daily, 1 hour, and 15 minutes. But in between daily and 1 hour, there is 4 hour, even 2 hour. It is important to check out that time frame for alignment. You must not plot anything there or go analyzing the time frame. The reason I recommend it is because I'd love to see 2 to 3 time frames in sync. I want to see them in a row, not daily and 1 hour in sync, but daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour in a row aligning with each other. If the 1 hour is not in sync with them, I will use one time frame higher, which is the weekly. That means I will then have weekly, daily, and 1 hour in a row corresponding in one direction. This applies to any type of trader. We all have 3 time frame pairs: the higher time frame, the medium time frame, and the lower time frame. Once you know the type of trader you are, there is a time frame for you. I only used intraday trading as an example. Top-down analysis is top-down analysis anywhere, no matter what you trade or how you trade it. Okay, that's it for this video. Drop me a like, drop your comments, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you on my next.